Picture this. You're strolling through the jungle, admiring nature, when suddenly, bam! A chimpanzee challenges you to a fistfight. Now, before you start planning your victory speech, let me tell you something that might shatter your confidence. A chimpanzee isn't just going to beat you, it's going to demolish you. Yes, my dear viewer, despite your protein shakes, gym memberships, and motivational Instagram quotes, you stand about as much of a chance against a chimp as a marshmallow in a bonfire. But why? Why is this 4-foot-tall, 130-pound primate so much stronger than a fully grown human? Well, in today's video, we'll uncover the cold, hard truth. We'll explore the terrifying strength of chimps, their secret weapon against humans. And most importantly, what you should do if you ever find yourself in a real-life showdown. Oh, and for those thinking, I'd just run away, we'll talk about why that's an even worse idea. Background: know your enemy. Chimpanzees aren't just our distant cousins. They're basically the relatives who got all the brute strength while we were busy evolving bigger brains and better excuses for not going to the gym. Sharing about 98.7% of our DNA, chimps are native to sub-Saharan Africa and spend their days swinging through forests, cracking open nuts with rocks, and occasionally ripping things apart with their bare hands. You know, just casual primate hobbies. But their size is deceptive. An adult male chimpanzee stands around 4.6 feet, 1.4 meters, tall, and weighs about 130 pounds, 60 kilograms. That might not sound like much. After all, a human at that size would struggle to move their fridge, let alone win a fight. But chimps don't follow our rules of strength. Why? Because they're built differently, literally. Muscle composition: why chimps are walking nightmares. You see, humans and chimps have different types of muscle fibers. While we were evolving to throw spears, cook food, and tweet bad opinions online, chimps were busy developing fast-twitch muscle fibers, the kind that generate explosive strength. Their muscles are denser, their tendons store energy like a coiled spring, and their sheer power is enough to lift over 4 times their body weight. To put that into perspective, the world's strongest man deadlifts 501 kilograms, 1,105 pounds, while reports suggest a chimp can casually lift up to 1,350 pounds, 613 kilograms. That's right, a chimp who's never stepped foot in a gym can outperform elite weightlifters. Talk about unfair genetics. Bone density, the unshakable foundation. But muscle isn't the only reason chimps could punch you into next week. Their bones are denser and thicker than ours, meaning their bodies can handle and deliver insane amounts of force without breaking. While we humans have bones optimized for endurance and distance running, thanks evolution, chimps are designed for raw, unfiltered power. Their skeletons are basically reinforced steel, while ours are, well, let's just say more glass vase than brick wall. This anatomical setup explains why a chimp can bend steel bars with nothing but its hands. One famous chimp, Sultan, actually bent the metal bars of his cage and escaped. For context, a strong human might exert 300 to 500 pounds, 135 to 225 kilograms, of force, but bending steel typically requires thousands. So if a chimp gets hold of you, it's not a matter of whether you'll lose, it's just a question of how fast. Examples of chimp strength: meet Oliver, the super chimp. Now let's talk about Oliver. This chimp was so freakishly strong and human-like that people actually thought he might be a chimp-human hybrid. He walked upright, had a flatter face, and most importantly, he could lift objects weighing hundreds of pounds with ease. At one point, it was reported that Oliver could lift over 1,350 pounds, which again is heavier than an entire grand piano. Meanwhile, the strongest human punch ever recorded maxes out at 2,000 pounds of force. And guess what? A chimp's punch would likely be way stronger. The fight: could a chimp knock out you in one punch? Let's assume for a moment that you somehow found yourself in a ring with a chimp. First of all, bad life choices. A professional human boxer generates a punch with about 700 to 1,000 psi of force. A chimp, with their denser muscles, better leverage, and bone-crushing grip strength, you'd be lucky if you remembered your name after that first hit. But here's the real kicker. Chimps don't just punch, they bite hard. With canine teeth sharper than your worst nightmare and a bite force of 1,300 pounds per square inch, a chimp's chomp is stronger than a lion's. And they aim for soft spots, eyes, fingers, and faces. This isn't just speculation. There are real cases of chimp attacks where humans were literally torn apart. Not to get too graphic, but if you ever thought, I'd just wrestle it, think again. What to do if you meet an angry chimp? All right, so let's say you're hiking through Africa and suddenly lock eyes with a chimp. It's not happy. You're not happy. What now? First rule, don't run. A chimp can sprint at 25 miles per hour, 40 kilometers per hour, which means you'd lose that race before you even tied your shoelaces. Second rule, don't make eye contact. In chimp society, staring is a direct challenge. You might think you're just awkwardly looking around, but to them, you're declaring war. Third rule, back away slowly. Keep your hands visible. Don't make sudden movements. And for the love of all things good, don't try to fight it. If all else fails, try to put an object, like a backpack, between you and the chimp. Though to be fair, if it wants to get past the backpack, it will. Humans versus chimps, the final verdict. So in summary, chimps are shorter, lighter, and have absolutely no business being as strong as they are. They're living proof that nature plays favorites. While we humans got bigger brains, chimps got super strength, bone density, and an aggressive streak that makes them terrifyingly unpredictable. So if you ever find yourself thinking, could I take on a chimpanzee? Let me save you the trouble. No, you cannot. But hey, at least we have Wi-Fi and pizza delivery. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, hit that subscribe button and let us know in the comments. What animal should we compare to humans next? See you in the next one.